high school, like I wasn't the girl that ever went to prom. Like my boyfriend was 30 when I was in high school. I know my mother was crazy. I mean that in a good way. Like she was an artist. She was like, well, if that's who you love, baby. And he was so good to me and kind and like, he did it the right way. He went to her, he was from Oman. He went to her and he said, I love your daughter and I want to date your daughter. And he asked permission. Look at your face. You're like, that ain't happening with my baby.
As a father of 2 girls, this is the reason why girls or boys do not need to be with their mother. This is the reason why I go so hard against single motherhood. Do you think, just for a second, do you think if Nia Long's dad was in the household, he would have came and sat down with her dad as a 30-year-old man saying, I want to date your high school aged daughter? Most likely she was 16 or 17. But no, there's no father in home. And as a 30-year-old man, I'm quite sure he was easily able to ask this young girl probing questions about her airheaded ass mom. Hey, so what about your mom? Is she gonna say something about our relationship, our love? And I'm sure Nia was like, nah, my mom's so cool. My mom is an artist. She doesn't care about anything. And next thing you know, he was like, oh, really? Let me talk to her. And he goes to this airhead and says, hey, I love this child and I want to be with this child. And this idiot turns around and says, oh, no problem. You can date my child, my teenager. This is what I'm talking about. Take Nia Long out of this situation. This is a typical thing that happens in single mother households. Women prioritize love over principles. Women prioritize love over morals. It's important for you single mothers to give your daughters up to their dads also, because girl or boy, you as a single mother are destructive to not only yourself, but to your child. No single woman, period, needs to be taking care of a child, a dog, a cat, anybody. Give your child to their dad. And a lot of you may say, well, look at Nia Long. She has a successful acting career, but does she have a successful romantic life? No. For anybody that doesn't know, Nia Long was the Lori Harvey. Take that however you want to take it. But most likely it started because when she was a child, her mother did not protect her. Her mother did not teach her boundaries. Her mother did not teach her morals. So now as a grown woman, she's been all over the place. So once this child that was dating a 30-year-old blossomed into an adult, her morals was messed up. So she never looked at relationships the way a typical person would look at relationships. You got to think about this. This man was 30. What type of man would date a high schooler at the age of 30? And the worst part about this, she had guidance from her airheaded mother. Her mother said it was okay. Imagine if her mother actually had common sense and she told her daughter no, and she told this grown 30-year-old man no. It's a good possibility that Nia Long would have been married with children and a lot more happier than she actually is. This woman is 52 years old with 2 baby daddies, never been married, and single once again. Single motherhood is literally ruining life after life after life after life. Forget about her acting career. I'm looking at everything from a moral standpoint. Do you realize how detrimental it is to not provide your child with a father in the household? In the household? In the household? If you are a woman right now and you have a child and you know who the daddy is, please send your child, I don't care who they are, to their dad before your child ends up emotionally like Nia Long or Amber Rose or any of these other chicks. Children need guidance and influence from a man. A woman cannot guide or influence a child in a positive direction, because her life isn't in a positive direction. If you're a single mother and your mother was a single mother, it's a very good possibility that your child is going to grow up to be a single mother. This situation is absolutely disgusting. And for this old woman to be up on stage acting like dating a 30-year-old as a high schooler, it's okay, means that she herself is also part of the problem. Because when a famous person says something and condones it and laughs about it, guess what? Her fans are going to condone it also. So this is the reason why I go so hard on single motherhood. It must be stopped. We got to get these women away from these freaking children ASAP. If your high school age daughter met a 30-year-old man and he loved her and came to you, what would you say? Let me know what you think in the comments.